Oh, oh no. You guys are screwed now. It's going to be a long night here on Saturday night, December 22, 2024. Oh, it just came into focus, baby. Yeah, it was inevitable, you guys. I had to eventually do this and destroy my own uh, talk radio show or whatever it is here on the Clark the Shark network worldwide. Uh, Ranked number 4,197 out of 4,200 shows, you guys. There's a few shows beneath me now more. There's three. I've climbed the ladder a little bit, you guys. You know, there's a few people out there, they're like, well, you got to give Sharky a break. You know, he's kind of like special needs or something. You know, he needs Prozac or Zoloft or medical weed. I don't know, you guys. Medical acid, maybe. Because, baby, I'm going to review an album that I really shouldn't, but I must. Rush Hemispheres. And you guys, that is actually a picture of me on the cover. Both people. On the left, that's me, you know, at night when I'm intellectual. And then on the right, of course, that's me during the day where, you know, anything goes. I'm like androgynous and I'm like just, you know, doing ballet on a brain. That's what I do here. Right on the Clark the Shit Show, baby. Of course, you know, I throw on some leotards. Actually, I just take them off and I go, natural. Just fully in the buff, butt dry nude, baby. And when Rush used me on this cover, they didn't pay me any royalties. And I ended up like, you know, the baby on the cover of Blake Douchebag's album, how later he sued them for, you know, like royalties. And, you know, he's trying to say it's child abuse or, you know, dude, it was like, he was just a baby. He didn't know what he was doing. And they took nude pictures of him. It's almost like molestation or something. And he was mad and he sued Blake Douchebag and Courtney Love and Douche Grohl and all these people, you know, the record label. I think it's Universal or Geffen or something. And then he lost. Well, you guys, that's kind of like me, Clark the Shark. I want to sue Rush Hemispheres because they actually have two pictures of me, myself, and I, you guys. Clark the Shark. That's me on the left at night when I'm talking to my wife and I'm being all deep and intellectual and I'm, you know, really using big words and trying to, you know, get to be the guy on the right, naked, of course, and in bed with a beautiful woman or, you know, or whatever, you guys. I'm going to keep it a family show, keep it clean. But I'm not happy with Rush because when they used me on this cover and didn't pay me any royalties, I feel like the baby, you know, with Blake Douchebag. You guys, I feel the same way. I want to sue Rush because instead of, they only used one image of that baby, you know, in the swimming pool. But here they actually used two. That's me on the left. I'm kind of off the brain. And then that's me on the right. And you guys, that's actually my real brain too. Everything about this cover of Rush Hemispheres is reality. Come on, you guys. You know me, Clark the Shark. I keep it real. I tell it like it is. You know, I pull no punches. I take no prisoners. And right now I'm like, Rush, dude, Getty, Alex, I know Neil's gone, but my people, you know, my attorneys are going to be talking to you guys about this album cover. You know, and look at me, you guys, I'm cut. and I dress well. Both the picture on the right where I'm naked, of course, I look good, dancing on my own brain, and then the one on the left where I'm in a suit, or and I'm at Starbucks trying to meet girls or whatever, dude. Or just at one of those uppity Republican things, or maybe even a Democrat thing where I'm using big words and I'm rubbing elbows with like Gavin Newsom and Kamala and others of the socialist left-wing persuasion, and getting nowhere because they all know, deep down, I'm not on their team. I'm not one of them. I'm the guy on the right, the naked guy dancing on my own brain, right here on the Clark the Shit Show, the most terrible and unfocused talk radio show ever in the history of mankind, not just in the history of the United States, or so who's the guy Marconi, since he invented radio, or whatever his name was. Dude, I started my show and then all of a sudden it was like a revolution. But instead of going right to the top of the list of 5,000 shows, I was at the top when I was on WABC radio just like a week or two ago. Then they let me go. And oh, how the mighty have fallen. I was number one worldwide everywhere. And then suddenly I'm number 4,199. You guys, out of 4,200 podcasts, talk radio shows, YouTube channels. But now I'm starting to rise a bit because I'm getting a rise out of people. Look at me. I'm naked on the cover of Rush, Hemispheres. Me, yours truly, Clark the Shark, from the golden EIB Sharkerphone. It's not a microphone, baby, because people are now more impressed. I'm actually well endowed down low, you guys, and it's not for any natural or nature things. It's because I take L-arginine, not the little blue pill. Don't take that, you guys. It's not, it gives heart attacks and shit. It's not healthy. If you want to get real, I'm going to keep it clean, a family show, but if you want to get bigger, guys out there, listen to me. L-arginine, you can get it at Trader Joe's or Henry's, or what's that place in Redondo down on Avenue I? Blaine's. I don't even know if that's a major appliance or if it's a real health food store now. But Fraser Farms, and what's that other one? Sprouts. You guys, if you want to get bigger, get L-arginine, and then you can be like me, Clark the Shark. And believe you me, guys, I'm only 5'5" or 5'6", and I'm hung, dude, like a dude that's 6'4" or something. And that's actually me after I take L-arginine on the right. That's me before. See the guy in the suit? I'm like 5'5". I'm an intellectual. But then you give me some L-arginine, baby, and I become the guy on the right, dancing, if you will, on my own brain, you guys, right here on the Clark the Shit Show. 1-800-449-8255. The Wolfman Jack on crack, baby. The Sharkadoodle-Doo, the Sharka-Lama-Ding-Dong, direct to you worldwide, straight out of Redondo Beach, California, Torrance, Hermosa Beach, Lomita, the famous internet musician guy. You guys watch all my music, and then you're like, it's not good enough. Sharky doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't quite do it right. He should listen to me, and I'll produce Sharky and remix everything. I'll even play on his album, and I'll get it right. I'll get it better than Sharky. You guys always know better than me. I should listen to all of you, but I'm not listening to any of you tonight, you guys, because I'm listening to Getty, Alex, and Neil here on the Clark the Incredible, you guys. I keep losing my screen. And then I got to put in my code. Gosh, you guys. I mean, I don't want to show you. Like, well, I can't even get my own code right, you guys. Jeez Louise. Okay, there it is. I think I got it, you guys. It's my ATM PIN, but of course, even the dark web doesn't hack me or my ATM because they're like, Sharky has no money. He's in that crypto thing in Malta, and he has no money. What they have it all. Let's try to hack them. And I'm like, you guys, don't hack the Malta thing, please, because my money's in there. Don't take my money. It's all I got, you guys. 100 and something thousand that I made off GE or, workers' comp, SSDI settlement. I don't know, you guys, but progressive rock, it is, you guys. This is a cheap man's progressive band, you guys. People into Yes and Emerson, Lake and Palmer and Genesis, they frown upon Rush, and they're like, hey, Clark the Shark, dude, that Rush, I listened to Genesis, bro, Peter Gabriel years. I listened to John Anderson, yes, man. And you don't even know about Eloy and Gentle Giant, bro. Like, Rush, dude, that's not prog. That's like poor man's, white man's Zeppelin. Like, that's terrible. Like, you guys, come on. Come on, dude. It's as proggy as anything. And there's my brain, you guys, right there. When they used it, they didn't pay me the royalties, of course. I mean, come on, dude. It's Clark the Shark here. Like, dude, look what they did. Look what the cat dragged in. Come on, you guys. It's not metal. It's Rush. It's good shit, you guys. I mean, really. My brain with... I'm not happy with this band for that, you guys. Not at all. 1-800-449-8255. The Clark the Shit Show. But the track listing here, dude. Now, side one, you guys. Cygnus X1, Book 2, Hemispheres. And then it goes into this long ass thing that I, Clark the Shark, love, you guys. But really, honestly, all this shit, like Prelude, Apollo, Dionysus, Armageddon, Cygnus, the Sphere. It's like, we can build a do-do-do-do if our goals are all the same, Sharky. Oh, you guys, sensibilities, on with sense and liberty, in a perfect Sharky sphere. I mean, this thing on side one, you guys, misses the mark or something and comes up short in an awesome, brilliant prog rock way, you guys. Me, Clark the Shark, I've listened to this 1,000 times, and usually I will get through it. I get bored with it, and I'm like, something's wrong with side one. I don't want to hear this long song, and yet I listen. I drink some coffee, and I fucking listen. And, you actually also get little snippets of ideas, you guys. You can hear like red barchetta forming here, of course, which would come from that next album, Permanent Waves. You can hear that where Alex is playing the little harmonics, like ding, 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 ding. You can. This album is torn between A Farewell to Kings and 2112 and going forward with pop music, like their next two albums. But in a great way. Those albums don't quite sell out. They keep it melodic, atmospheric, textured, and really beautiful, you guys. Great music. They don't really get shitty until like Signals and Grace Under Pressure. Me, Clark the Shark, I still like those albums. I do. But this album to me, you guys, Hemispheres, is very interesting because I love rock operas. I love concept piece of shit bloated albums. I do. That's how I am, with my own album, the rock opera White Suburban Liars, is kind of a tribute album to this 2112 and the Who, Tommy, and, basic various albums by Yes and all that, you guys, ELP. I wanted to be something like that, but mix it up with aggression and heavy music, but also keep it light and, where there's a naked guy dancing on a brain and things like that right here on the Shit Show. But where we get to side two is where this album explodes into like the real Rush or something where you're just blown away. Now, Circumstances, track one, side two, is a song that I like. It's trying to be an early, not early, but like a mid-period Rush hit song, like what would come later on Permanent Waves and Moving Pictures, Spirit of Radio, Tom Sawyer, and Red Barchetta, and, all that stuff. Circumstances is a little effort in that direction that fails, but it comes up short in a brilliant, awesome way. Clark the Shark, I really love the song Circumstances, I do. It's an improvement over side one. That being said, I love side one, you guys. I like the rock opera, Apollo, Dionysus, and all that shit. I love what Alex Lifeson is doing on this album with guitar. It's amazing. And of course, Geddy Lee on bass, incredible. If the album has a weakness, it's Geddy Lee's lead vocals, which are horrible, but they're very unique. They are a signature sound all their own. And, that might be the thing I love about Rush the most is Geddy Lee's weird singing, his excellent bass playing, but of course, Neil Peart, the drummer, just fantastic, like a Keith Moon meets John Bonham meets Ian Pace meets like Bill Bruford, you name it, dude. Carl Palmer, Billy Caldwell. The guy's unbelievable on drums with his gigantic drum kit, which resembles a UFO. And track two, The Trees, amazing, melodic, beautiful, atmospheric, studio polished. What a song, you guys. Fucking incredible, The Trees. Right there with Spirit of Radio and all that shit, you guys. Tom Sawyer. It is, you guys. Closer to the Heart, you name it. The Trees, Baby by Rush is in the cut with all that. But you ain't heard nothing yet. The instrumental La Villa Strangiato is probably one of the greatest things this band Rush ever recorded. It's unbelievable for the guitar by Lifeson. Of course, you guys. Of course, the bass by Geddy. But then these jazz fusion yet meets incredible rock. Keith Moon, John Bonham, dude, everything drumming. I mean, snappy, tight. There's no drummer like this, you guys. Ian Pace is incredible. Barrymore Barlow, incredible, from Jethro Tull. I think Neil Peart said Barrymore Barlow's a big influence, like Keith Moon, like Bill Bruford, on him. You can't put your finger on exactly what Neil Peart's doing with his drums. Is just incredible with all the triplets and stuff he's playing. And take it from me, Clark the Shark, I am a drumophile right here, you guys. So I'm a bit of one. So when you're reviewing drumming, don't try it at home, baby, till you run it by Clark the Shark, because, baby, I know it. Gene Krupa, Buddy Rich, baby. This is drumming, dude. Jazz, fusion, rock, innovative and totally new and different. Nothing like this had ever been done before at the time, you guys. Not by Bill Bruford, not by Bobby Caldwell, not by Keith Moon or Ian Pace or Bonham. Certainly not by the idiot Lars Ulrich that plays with the Ruddles. That guy fucking can't drum at all, you guys. But this guy on this album certainly can. La Villa Strangiato. Awesome for the drumming, but also the tight, technical, intricate, and involved bass playing from Geddy Lee, and the gentle yet explosive and sophisticated guitar, melodies, atmospheres, textures and pastels painted by Alex Lifeson all over this album, you guys. Side one really misses the mark and comes up short in an awesome, great way. I love side one of this too, you guys. I do. These three guys are three of the greatest musicians in history. I love this band, and I'm so sad that Neil is gone. He died. No one told me he had cancer. I didn't even know. I'm sure a lot of you didn't know out there. I would think the guy Dave from the South Bay would have called me or told me. I actually found out that Neil died while I was doing Uber Passenger. This is before I did Uber Eats. And I heard it on the radio, and me and the passenger were like, what? They said Neil Peart died. And dude, it's one of those moments, like a JFK moment. You remember right where you were. And I certainly do, you guys, right here on the fabulous, incredibly amazing Clark the Shark Talk Radio extravaganza, where I'm telling you guys about Rush Hemispheres with a picture of me, Clark the Shark, well hung and very well endowed, you guys. And I'm married to a black lady. So believe you me, you guys, I'm not really wild about people of color, or if I had my way, they'd be fucking breaking rocks or some shit on like Mars. It's about all God fucking wants them for. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm married to one. God help me. Here on the Clark the Shit Show. But look at that, you guys. Dude, you think black people are well hung? That's well hung. That's me, Clark the Shark. And I'm only 5'6", but look at you, dude. You stripped me naked, put me on the cover of Rush. And then they used my own brain on top of it all, where I'm dancing on my own brain. And they didn't pay me any royalties, you guys. I'm going to have to get an attorney, you guys. Getty, Alex, and maybe the estate of Neil. I'm going to have to, we're going to have to come up with some figures, some numbers here to satisfy me, Clark the Shark, because I'm actually getting satisfied right now looking at a picture of myself, me, on the cover of Rush Hemispheres. Two pictures of me, an intellectual picture and a more playful picture on the right, where I dance on one of the hemispheres of my own mind, right here on the Clark the Shit Show, the fabulous golden EIB driven show, you guys. The golden EIB sharkerphone. It's not a microphone. It's solid gold. I'm just kidding, you guys. It's not gold plated. It's a real solid gold sharkerphone that was given to me by Hush Bimbo just before he died, literally 2 weeks before Hush died, and they buried him in a grave that says the greatest of all time, you guys. But when I get buried and in the cemetery at Redondo Beach, out there right by Adams Park, where I once played hockey, I want you guys to visit my grave. And I don't want you spitting on it or writing graffiti about GE. Don't write "Star, you've let me down," or "Hey Negrita." I don't want to hear any of that. I want you guys just to put a golden EIB sharkerphone down on my grave and say, "Clark the Shark, this is for you." Straight from Sean Hannity, Mark Levin, Fox News, and Hush Bimbo, the greatest of all time, you guys. I want you to, and I need you to worship the grave of I, Clark the Shark. When I'm gone, I'm not saying I'm going to die soon, you guys. Rest in peace to me or any of that. I'm saying someday when I'm a millionaire and a billionaire and I die and they bury me in Redondo Beach. This is only when I'm a millionaire and a billionaire and I can actually afford to bury myself, Clark the Shark. Then you can all come to my grave and put like a little picture of Rush Hemispheres on my grave and say, "Shark, this is in honor of you. Even though you were 5'6", we do know you really were well hung and well endowed. And we believe that is you on the cover of Rush. Clark the Shark, it is." You guys, I want you to buy this album at Spotify, Amazon, iTunes tonight, especially if you're only 18 or 17 years old here in 2024, December 22, Saturday night. I should be out having fun dancing, but instead I'm dancing on my own brain right there to the right. Here on the Clark the Shit Show, you guys. I want you to buy this album and support every album by Rush. Don't listen to the purists, the fans of Peter Gabriel, Genesis, or John Anderson, Yes, or Emerson, Lake and Palmer, or Gentle Giant, or Eloy, or any of that, you guys. Benefit, Jethro Tull, The Who, Quadrophenia. You guys have got to let that go. I'm giving you an album to buy tonight because you're just a young person born years after Mohammed Atta and those terrorists bombed the World Trade Center in New York. My World Trade Center, me, Clark the Shark, who used to be on WABC radio before I was let go, the liberal socialist Democrats that run the radio, they got rid of me because I'm politically incorrect and inappropriate, and I tend to say the wrong things, especially when I'm tooting my own horn about myself and how well endowed I am. Look at me, you guys. I'm not making this shit up. That really is me on the cover of Rush, Hemispheres, and I want my royalties. Rush, Getty, Alex, hello. You guys fucking listening to me, baby. That's my brain. That's me naked. And that's also me to the left, intellectual. And then me on the right, artistic, dancing, androgynous, and yet well endowed. You guys, I am everything. Me, I, Clark the Shark, who controls a sharkulation, not a simulation. And I'm waiting for one of you to give me back the everlasting gobstopper, Charlie, because if you do, I'll give you a free copy of Rush Hemispheres for being an honest little boy. I will, you guys, or maybe you'll just get a bag of my spit. I don't know, but that might be just as good. I'm not sure, but buy this album at Amazon, iTunes, Spotify. If you're just a young person born in 2011 or born in 2009 or you're born in 2007, I want you to get into Rush. Don't get into the 90s. Anything from the year 1990 forward, do not listen to any of that. I want you to cut it off at about 1989, as I do, Clark the Shark, right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Buy some Rush, get into all their albums right here in 2024, and you tell them, baby, you heard it from the fabulous Clark the Shark. And I'm out of here. Peace.